Wrestling is the name of the game, and I am Big Boy Last Smith, and this is World of Toys NXT Week, and we're gonna highlight some great wrestlers in action figure form. And number one up on the list is Hideo Itami. Now, if you haven't picked up the NXT Greatest Matches Volume 1 DVD, I suggest you go get it because it is great. And if you want to watch some great wrestling, I suggest you go get it because it is awesome. Now, when I was 7 or 8 years old back in the 90s, 97, 98, man. To me, first impression is the best impression. You know, this is great fear, comes the World Championship, all that good stuff. But first impression is the best impression. And when I first turned on the television to see what everybody's talking about, I always knew what wrestling was, Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan, mainly. When I turned it on to WCW and even WWF at the time, I see those guys wrestling, not entertaining or talking. The first thing I see was throwing bows and elbows and calicos to the malico, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what drew me to it, the physical aspect. I was a kid that didn't like football or basketball or baseball, not like everybody else, and this was my sport, you know what I'm saying? Now, enough of that. We'll talk about that as the week goes on. This is Hideo Itami, a great wrestler, has a match on the DVD with Tyler Breeze. You know, and it's cool because they bring it as a house show aspect, and it's like they rip somebody's phone video and just put it there. It's a one camera view, it doesn't switch angles and all that stuff. But this figure comes with an exclusive World Championship belt, which now you guys know with the addition of WrestleMania and the new women's title. This belt, I mean, if you already got the belt that came with Brock Lesnar in series 37, I believe it was, then this to me is kind of obsolete unless you just collect it. You just want the gold belt. I would take some oil-based paint, white oil-based paint, go over it, and there you go, custom women's championship. But I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. Now, Hideo Itami is a great wrestler. He's wrestling in Japan, obviously, you know. And I didn't know much about him. I knew who he was, and I looked at the figure like, this is cool, but, you know what I mean, who is he? Then I bought the NXT DVD. I saw him on there, and I got to looking him up. Just like the Marvel figures, man, when I buy Marvel figures, if I don't know nothing about the character, I'll get on the internet, look it up, read the backstory, try to look at some stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll put money into it. Let's do it. And NXT, man, a great thing going on right now. They got some great wrestlers. You got some great people down there, both guys and girls. And for a person who's quote-unquote trying to get into the WWE, NXT is the place to be. If I only ever made it just to NXT, that would be good enough for me. Look at that little rhyme. You like that? Last Smith is coming back. But anyway, Hideo Itami, great figure. I'm pretty sure maybe a lot of you probably haven't picked it up. Man, you need to pick it up. You need to pick that NXT DVD up. And this NXT week, we got a lot more NXT figures coming. Finn Balor, Bayley, Kevin Owens. Keep it locked here. Come back tomorrow. We got Bayley up.